إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ به من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وصفيه من خلقه وخليله صلوات ربي وسلامه عليه. سبحانك اللهم لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله. We thank Allah, we praise Him, we show gratitude to Him for all the blessings He has bestowed upon us. And we thank Him for Islam, we thank Him for health, we thank Him for the Quran, we thank Him for sending the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to mankind. And we thank Him to try to be among the followers of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And we bear witness that there is no God worthy of worship except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone, without any partner. We bear witness that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a servant of Allah and he is the last messenger sent to mankind. We pray and we will continuously praying, asking Allah to send blessings and salutations upon him, upon his family, and upon the Sahaba. We pray may Allah bless all the Sahaba, and may Allah bless all the people, the Tabi'in, all the people who follow their footsteps until today. May Allah make us among them. And we pray all those people who will follow them until the day of Qiyamah. May Allah bless all of us. It's another blessed day of Jummah that passed, and it will testify for us or against us, because it is a blessing to find yourself, you find yourself healthy and witness one of the greatest day of the week. It's Allah who choose what He wants. Inna Allah yakhluqu ma yasha wa yakhtar wa rabbuka yakhluqu ma yasha wa yakhtar. Your Lord is the one who creates, who He wants, how He wants, where, and He is the one also who chooses. Like the way He chose the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam to be the Prophet, the same thing also He chose among the month. The month of Ramadan is the only month that He chose for us to what? To observe the fast. He chose one of the greatest day during the month of what? Dhul Hijjah, for people to make Hajj. And He chose that day, the 9th, that is what? The day of Arafah. The same thing also Allah chose during the 7 days. He said the greatest day among those 7 days is what? Is the Friday. The reason why a Muslim, anything Allah really, give, how we say, He gave importance, value to something. As Muslim, you should also try to do so. At least Friday. But we see brothers, some people come to the Masjid, Wallah, even if they go for their interview, they will never wear that kind of clothes, and they smell bad. I have talked about it, especially us as men. We don't really value the day of Jummah. The day of Jummah, like we know that our mother Aisha radiallahu anha, when it is the day of Eid, she always choose the best of the clothes and to prepare for the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It's the same thing also when it is the day of Jummah. She always select the most important, the most beautiful clothes for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and she also select the best of the perfume, because the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to have a lot of gifts from Yemen, so they brought him a lot of perfume. So she chose the best one. So as Muslim, if you also give importance to the sanctuary of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah also will realize that it's the way you take importance or you give importance to Allah's symbols is the same way also Allah, you will be in the sight of Allah. If you take it serious, Allah take you like, oh, you always serious with me. It's not right for a brother to come every day you pray, your backside is showing up. It doesn't make any sense. For the regular prayer, your prayer is not even valid. We don't even talk about Jummah. And you see brothers, they will come to the masjid, they only wait the time for the Qamah Salah to come to pray, and they will think they have Jummah. If you own your own business even during the day of Jummah, just relax. From the time of Maghrib of Thursday, just relax and go and put yourself in adhkar. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد وسلم اللهم صل على نبينا محمد اللهم صل وسلم على نبينا محمد اللهم صل على محمد, as we know, and you make a lot of adhkar, astaghfirullah, Allah, and you will see the difference. You do that from the night of Thursday until early in the morning. You are one of the the first people to be at the masjid. Do your adhkar, you recite the Quran, relax. Until after Jummah, you can go and relax a little bit. After Asr, you come to the masjid, you stay. And you just one day sacrifice just Allah. This is 24 hours just for you. Because we have been running up and down, chasing that money, thinking that it is where our success is. But there's no success in chasing money only. But you chase money, but before you always chase what is more important, which is the success is what we have. The success is in the Quran. The reason why Allah called, He said, طَهَا مَا أَنزَلْنَا عَلَيْكَ الْقُرْآنَ لِتَشْقَى. Ya Rasulullah, I did not reveal the Quran for you so that you have a miserable life, so that you be depressed. Today everybody is complaining. The young ones say, I'm bored, I'm depressed, I'm bored, I'm not happy. The youth are complaining, the babies are complaining, and we think it is by buying the toys and phones, giving to them, that they will relax. They will never relax with that. The relax is from your heart. The little that you have, you are content with that, and you know that you will never get anything except what Allah has decreed for you. And you'll be satisfied with what you have. Any harm that happened to you, you find happiness in it. How? Because you know that for sure, Allah, the one who created you, the moment you are in the womb of your mom, He protects you from there. He's the one also who is protecting that. How come a Muslim will think about it and realize that any harm, any bad thing that happened to you is a blessing? Because you know it's come from Allah. It's by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you have to listen. This is how you get knowledge. You sit down, you listen to. All of you have to listen. You get benefit from it, okay? Brothers, just look.
Come sit down.
Look at brother, the one who is sick. May Allah protect us from that. A person has problem of sugar, and it happened that, or cancer. May Allah protect us from that. It happened that if they don't amputate his what? His leg, it will take what? The whole body. The sickness will just take the whole body. It will spread. So right now, if a person is passing and then they saw the doctor, they're trying to cut that leg, how do you think? You think he's saving him? The one who doesn't know, for him it is like, oh, what kind of harm you are doing this man? But in that harm, this is where he will get what? Insha'Allah, shifa. This is how he will save himself. With Allah, it's always like that. With Allah, anything that happened to you is bad, is to save you from something else. And the Prophet ﷺ already told you as Muslim. That even when you eat the fish, you see the, how you call it? The bones that will even, pains a person, wallahi, you got rewarded for that. Any pain in this dunya, a Muslim you have, but if only you know it comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you don't say, it is my, old woman who is in the village. Because we always accuse those old people. Sometimes even you see some brothers, the miserable people, they even don't talk to their mom. They think their mom is what is the witch. It's because of her, they don't go up. They don't progress. They will go to their marabu, they will tell her it's your mom. So I know it. My mom is always plot my brothers against me. I know she will do stuff like that. Then they will stop talking to their mom. How miserable you are. How miserable you are. May Allah protect us from that. So the blessings as Muslim, we have to realize that the Friday, the day of Jummah, it is a very great day. We grow up, our grandfather, they don't know, like they know. It's not like they read a lot of hadith, but wallahi, Friday, they make even the food change. The day of Jummah, even the food always change. You have to do that. Even if you can do it, do it. The way you guys used to eat at home, make it change. What happened, Daddy? Today is the day, the greatest day. Allah give value to this day. We have to do it. Since they're young, they know that, oh, Juma, even when they go to school, you change it. The way you treat them, you change it also. Nicely. Not for them, but for them to know the value of Juma. You see some brothers say, oh, I cannot, pray Juma. Some people don't, subhanAllah, may Allah save us, brothers, especially we who live here. Some people, it is hard for them to do the Juma because their schedule is, match with the time of Juma. But brother, if, your job will stop you from coming to the Masjid for Juma, you have to find something that is better, especially the life that we live in now. There's no guarantee, brother. There's no guarantee. For the brothers, it is even mandatory. If you leave the Jummah even 3 days, 3 successive Jummah, they said the Prophet said that the heart of that person will be what? Covered in that sin. Even when they talk, you don't understand it. So may Allah protect us. This is what Allah barrana ala qulubihim. May Allah protect us from that. And anyone who is living a very difficult life and they cannot handle it, their day of Jummah, may Allah give them strength and realize that the Razzaq, the Wahhab, the one who give money, who give wealth, it is Allah. Let them realize that when you leave something for Allah, wallahi, He will change something better than what you have before. And we all have that experience. So may Allah make us understand. So the day of Jummah, we have to really, take it serious. A lot of people are playing with the day of Jummah. You see some brothers, even they will come to the masjid and they still talk. They're still talking. The brothers who are sitting down in front, they're trying to focus in reading and the adhkar. You see brothers talking, speaking, and laughing. Ha ha ha. Subhanallah. What can push a person laughing at the masjid like that? So may Allah make us realize the importance of this day. Especially when you come to the masjid, you have to realize that you don't see anything except worshiping Allah. Last time, inshallah, we did the hadith number 22, and I think we finished with the hadith. The hadith that was what? Talking about for a person to just limit himself to what? To what is halal, he will do halal. What is haram, he will protect himself from falling in haram, and he will pray what? The salawat al-khams, the 5 daily prayers, and he will fast the month of Ramadan. And he asked the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "A'adukulu al-jannah? Am I going to make it Jannah if I do all this?" The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told him yes. So he said he's not going to add anything in it. And we explain in large about it. So today is the hadith number 23. The hadith is saying, عن أبي مالك الحارث بن عاصم الأشعري رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم الطهور شطر الإيمان والحمد لله تملأ الميزان وسبحان الله والحمد لله تملأان أو تملأ ما بين السماء أو ما بين السماوات والأرض والصلاة نور والصدقة برهان والصبر ضياء والقرآن حجة لك أو عليك كل الناس يغدو فبايع نفسه فمعتقها أو موبقها. This is رواه Muslim. Say on the authority of what? Abu Malik al-Harith Ibn Asim al-Ash'ari, may Allah be pleased with him, he said that the messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, peace be upon him, said, purification is half of the faith. At-tuhur shatr al-iman. Say purification is what? Is half of the faith. Meaning that purification, when you are cleanness, right, is what? Half of iman. And saying alhamdulillah, when you say alhamdulillah, all praise, are due to Allah. When you say alhamdulillah, all praise be to Allah, fills the scales. It means it will what? Tamla al-mizan. When you say alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah itself will just make what? Your scale be what? So heavy. It will fool your what? Your scale. Wa subhanallah walhamdulillahi tamla'an. So now, if you say subhanallah, you say glory be to Allah, the high is all above every imperfection. You say subhanallah walhamdulillah, say glory is Allah and all praise is for him, tamla'an. Tamla'an, it means tamla'an أو تملأ ما بين السماء والأرض. أي ما بين السماوات ما بين السماوات والأرض. It will fill. You see, both will fill or fill that which is it what between the heavens and the earth. When you say Subhanallah walhamdulillah, it will just it means it will just fill the whole world. You see, بين السماء والأرض. The world that we live in, going to the to the heavens, it will fill. For you to say Subhanallah walhamdulillah. Here, what we have to realize that the Prophet ﷺ is trying to tell us, the goal of our existence in this life. A Muslim shouldn't sit down like that. Oh, what are you doing, brother? I'm taking fresh air. He doesn't even say anything. So that fresh air you are taking, from where it came? It's Allah. And as Muslim, every second, what is coming from your mouth? Your mouth, if you want to open your mouth, if you want to say anything you want to look at or watch, or you want to listen, ask yourself, what is the part of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Is Allah is going to be angry with what I'm watching, or I'm listening to, or I'm saying, or not? The place I'm going now, is Allah is going to be, pleased with me? And ask yourself, if it's not, just go back. Stop it. For you to stop it is an act of worship. So here, even for you to sit down, you driving your car, or you're at work, working, your hand are working, it's not your mouth that is working. Why can't you say all these things? The Prophet ﷺ in one hadith said, do not let your mouth be dry. From what? From you not saying, not making dhikrullah. Say something. Not say something from what? From empty stuff. Say something, you say what? Dhikrullah. Subhanallah, alhamdulillah, wa la ilaha illallah, wallah. Subhanallah wa bihamdi, subhanallah al-azim. So here, تملأ ما بين السماوات والأرض والصلاة نور. Subhanallah. The prayer is a light. The prayer is what? Light. My brother, my sister, if you see two roads, they are all, you think they are all will take you to the destination, and one has light and in the middle of night, the other one is so dark. Which one you are going to choose? We all love light. Right now, if we turn off the light, you will see people everybody running away. Oh, they are Muslims, they don't have light. Last time, the restroom, one light just was burned and it doesn't work. And I think this, and still the other side light can clarify over there, but nobody wants to enter it. So Imam, there's no light over there. So this dunya itself, we don't talk about akhir. The akhir, when people are walking on the sirat, and they say sirat is so dark and it's so small. You walk in it or on it, you pass it, you cross it. That break you have to cross it through your work. The reason why the munafiqun, they fell down, they keep falling down. They say, unzuruna naqtabis nuru. Oh, wait for us so that we can benefit from your light. Today, if my car doesn't have light, if Haji Isa car has light, at least I will benefit and I will try to go until we get to what? The garage. But in the hereafter, there's no way. You will just see Haji Isa will just pass the, Haji Isa, you don't know me? No, I don't know you. Go back and get your light over there. It's not because he's mean, but there's no way. Nobody will benefit anyone. No way, brothers and sisters. They will cry, oh, we used to be with you guys. Why don't you wait for me so that I will benefit from your life? No. It's a qila irju'. Go back. فَالْتَمِسُوا نُورًا. The light, you have to take it from dunya, not here. The provision, we have to take it from here. It is not the moment you enter the flight, you try to get the ticket. No, the ticket you have to buy it before you get what? The JFK. You get to JFK, you don't have, nobody care about you. The police will even, put you outside. So may Allah protect us, brothers and sisters. So here, as-salatu. Brothers, the Prophet ﷺ is telling us the prayer is what? Is light. So how can the prayer become a burden for us if the prayer is light? And we have to check our heart. Sometimes you see brothers, when even their phone say, Hayya ala salah, it's even time also. Subhanallah. You think the situation or the affairs that you are in is better than the prayer? While the prayer, the Prophet ﷺ, the azan, the muazzin is saying, what? As-salatu khayrun min al-nawm. Even for you to sleep and relax, they say salat is better than that. Today, shaitan just, make us playing with the prayer. The brother was telling me that there was a brother who was praying and his watch, Apple Watch, was playing music during the prayer. Until the brother couldn't control himself, he had to move away from him. Another brother saw the gap, he came back, he came next to him. He realized that the music stayed playing during the prayer in the masjid. May Allah save us. Shaitan really play with us when it comes to prayer. We don't even take it serious. Until you will see, it's a part of shaitan. When you are about to do a good thing, you see messages. You see, call from everywhere. You stay the whole day. Nobody call you. But the moment they say, that's the moment you see messages. It's from shaitan. We have to understand that. What is from shaitan? The reason why, if you realize that, you always leave. I know brothers who never take their phone in the masjid. They never bring their phone in the masjid. This is how it will help a person to concentrate, to focus in the prayer. And during the prayer, the only thing Allah wants from us is what? to focus. If you don't focus, you only stand and you make an exercise. It's just nothing. Allah doesn't care about it. Today we play with the prayer. Some brother even they will let it even play it just behind the Imam even. Look, the Prophet ﷺ passed by his time in Medina. He passed through his Masjid and he see two groups of people. Brothers, the Quran recitation is what? It's good, right? MashaAllah. There is a group of people who were reciting Quran, but they were a little bit loud. And there is also a group of Sahaba who were praying. They were making their Nawawee. But these people who are reciting Quran, they make it loud. Until the Prophet ﷺ told them, all of you are supplicating to Allah. All of you are seeking Allah's pleasure. You shouldn't harm the others. Lower your voice since you see them praying. You're not supposed to read loud so that you even disturb them their praying. Quran. And we talk about even music. People even will come and talk about politics in the masjid. May Allah save us, brothers. May Allah save us. So, was-salatu nur. We just go to literally, then we go to Shaykh explanation. Was-salatu nur. The prayer is what a light for you. And when a person is praying a lot, you always see light in their face. Like it's not for you to always do wudu with something and facing Allah all the time. Allah will always put light in your face. It's not everybody who will see it. وَالصَّدَقَةُ بُرْهَانٌ. Say charity is what? Is an evidence of true iman. وَالصَّدَقَةُ burhan, charity. For you to be charitable, you give charity. And we're not going to come back to it. We know that charity, we have a lot of different type of what? Charity. Until the Prophet ﷺ said, for you to see your brother or the sister who saw her, sister in Muslim in Islam, her sister in Islam, and smile, it is sadaqah. Until the Prophet ﷺ went, until he said, for you to even either have intercourse with your wife or your husband, you get reward for it. It's a sadaqah. The Sahaba was like, how come a person will enjoy that? They will say yes. Imagine they put it in what? Haram. So it means for a Muslim to see your own Muslim brother, then your face is like you see death, or you see death, it's haram for a Muslim. It's not right. Some people will just see their face, even for you to say salam alaikum, you scared. When you look at their face, نظر المغشي عليه من الموت. It's like you see death. You know that this person doesn't even want to, me to even say anything. Subhanallah. So charity is what? Is a sign. It's an evidence for you, for your iman. The charity for your iman in this dunya, and the charity will also be an evidence for you the day of Qiyamah. The reason why when a person is passing away, they will regret a lot of things, but when they wish that Allah bring them back to do something, they will wish Allah bring them back for as-saddaq. Yes, وَأَنْفِقُوا مِمَّا رَزَقْنَاكُمْ مِنْ قَبْلِ أَنْ يَأْتِيَ أَحَدَكُمُ الْمَوْتِ فَيَقُولَ رَبِّ لَوْلَا أَخَرْتَنِي إِلَىٰ أَجَلٍ قَرِيبٍ. He said, فَأُصَلِّي or he said, فَأَصَّدَّقَ. Ya Allah, if you can bring me back a little bit, I will give in charity. No. There's no U-turn. That's it. When the time comes, that's it. So when it comes to charity, Mahmoud come this side. When it comes to charity, Ibrahim come back here. When it comes to charity, a person should always try every day, even if you can give in charity, it will be much better. What's wrong with you? Why you cannot sit down in one place? If a person can give in charity every day, let them do it. Because there are angels. If I remember that hadith, okay? There are angels, two angels. If you give in charity, the Prophet ﷺ said that, oh, Ya Allah, open your risk for the one who's giving. And the one who holds, Ya Allah, hold for him. Don't let him have also. And it's normal because Allah already said, Man ja'a bil hasanati falahu ashrun thaliha. If you give in charity, good things you do, Allah will always multiply for you. There's no way you're going to give to Allah and yet receive the same thing you have. No. Allah will always do it better. Imagine you are dealing with a billionaire, and one day he was passing, then he said, oh, it happened that he doesn't have cash in him. Okay? He doesn't have cash on him, and he needs cash. And you give him like $100. But you know that this guy is a billionaire. Usually, when he takes that $100 from you, later on when he wants to give you, he will do even more. It's not like he's paying you back, but he will be more charitable. And you will see that maybe he will even give you $500 or $1,000. But if it happened that that doesn't give you even that 100 and then you yourself say, oh. Saying that a billionaire, I gave him I helped him with $1, $100, then he will give me exactly the same $100. Oh. People can be cheap. You yourself, you ask him, he said, people can be cheap. Right? So by here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we all know, Allah, when you give him, you always have more than what you have, what you get. He just wants gesture from you. So I saw the Qatl Burhan. Brothers, don't think, some people, they think they're smart. They will never give. You see, some people, they act like they don't have. When they have, then they act like, oh, nobody sees me. And just go out. Allah sees everything. And he's the one who gave you that wealth. You have to spend in it. Because if you don't spend in the way of Allah, brother, Allah, you will spend in the way of shaitan. It's two things. It's either you spend in the way of Allah, or you will spend it in the way of shaitan. How many people, sometimes people ask for help, sometimes the masajid, or to, buy, Quran book for the children and so on, or the orphans they don't give anything. But when a griot or a musician comes, they will pay the ticket so expensive. Then they will go and also pour, dollars when that, musician is performing, is singing. Subhanallah. And Allah will ask you about it. Any penny you spend in useless, Wallah, Allah will ask you. Because the Prophet ﷺ said, in one hadith, he said, Inna Allah yarda lakum thalatha wa yakrah lakum thalatha. Allah is pleased with you for you to do something. 3 things. And He is not pleased with you. He will be angry. He dislikes from you to do 3 things. One of the things He dislikes, subhanahu wa ta'ala, is ida'atul mal. Spoiled money. You spoil money. You are the one who has the phone. You pay every month. You have the what? The cable, optimum. 3 phones. The children have their tablet, they have their phones. And so you pay all that. But they don't use it for Quran. They don't use it for benefit knowledge. They always play game. They always watch what is nonsense. Allah will ask you about it, brothers and sisters. Allah will ask us. They use for haram, Allah will ask us. Because when it comes to money, it is 2 questions. They say a human being will never stand the day of Qiyamah except they ask him certain things. One of the things is your youth. When you are young like that, what did you use it for? Mahmoud, you see yourself when you are young like that, the day of Qiyamah. You all don't look at Mahmoud, it's all of you. Mahmoud, Ibrahim, and Adama, all of you. Abdullah, Abu Bakr, Musa, all of you, Al-Hassan, all of you, you will never pass until Allah asks you during your youth, you have energy. What did you do before you become old? Like your grandpa, your dad. Allah will ask you. The reason why one of the people Allah will put under his shade the day of Qiyamah is Shabun, a youth, female or what? Or male, who spend his time, his youth in worshiping Allah. It's the moment you will have the sweetness of worshiping Allah, even when you're waking up early in the morning, memorizing your Quran, reading your Quran, praying. At this age, you guys should be supposed to be the one who wake people up, because your dad is going to his job. He's already tired. Your mom is doing all the housework and so. You still have energy, even if you help them, but you're still young. You have energy more than them. When you sleep, you wake them up. You wake up early and then you do your worship. Then you wake them up when it's 20 minutes before the Fajr. This is how Allah will put you under His shade the day of Qiyamah, when there is no shade except His. And He will ask a human being from where you got your money and to where you put it. How did you spend it? For the money, it's two questions. It's not, oh, it's my money, I can do whatever it is. It's not your money. My brother, my sister, it's not your money. You think when you went and worked, 7 days or 6 days, you have that $1,000 of your paycheck, or $2,000 or $600. What you have, you think it is for you? It's not for you, because you yourself, you don't own yourself. Allah owns you. So Allah will ask you about it. So the money we spend it, we have to know where to spend. You give to Allah, He will save it for you. You help orphans for the sake of Allah. Wallah, Allah is saying, see. وَمَا تَفْعَلُوا مِنْ خَيْرٍ فَلَنْ يُغْفَرُوهُ وَاللَّهُ عَلِيمٌ بِالْمُتَّقِينَ. Whatever you do, Allah is looking at it, and He will increase it a lot of times for you the day of Qiyamah. But whatever you spend here, that's it. It's just vanished. Look at the toys we bought for the children. It become garbage in the house. You even struggle. Sometimes you wake up, even you step on it, and you got mad. It's your money. Huh? You call your son or your daughter, they saying that, I'm coming. What are they doing? They are even playing game. And that phone, who bought it is you. And they disrespect you on top of that. Look at the result. So may Allah save us, brother, inshallah. It's not easy. We all in it. Inna kullu fiha. We are all in it. It's not like I'm saying like, no. We all. And we have to realize it. The moment you realize the disease is easy to cure it. But the moment you don't realize it's a problem, so this is the problem. This is where you don't have any cure. Any person who doesn't realize that they are in problems, they think they are okay, it's okay. That's the beginning of their problem. May Allah save us. That person doesn't have any healing. You cannot cure that person. Because it's when you realize you're sick, you go to the hospital, right? So a person saying that I'm not sick, and they keep struggling, having a headache, so they say I'm not sick, you leave them. You're not going to force them. We are all in the fitna, brothers and sisters. Even us as adults, we are all in our phones that it becomes so like subhanallah, addiction. The first thing a person just wake up, they look at is what? Their phones. Imagine of that. We don't even know the Quran. When you wake up, what we say. May Allah save us, brothers, inshallah. It says as-sadaqatu burhanun. The charity is what? It is an evidence that is showing that you have iman, and it is an evidence for you the day of Qiyamah. It will save you the day of Qiyamah. And he said, patience is what? Brightness. As-sabru diyan. The brightness. As-sabr is what? Ad-diyan. The brightness. The clarity also. Like the prayer. Some people will tell you that, Wallah, me, I don't have patience. If you just do to me, I will just. You're not gonna even smell the jannah. Because we go to wal asr. No, I'm not saying it. Allah say wal asr. We all read wal asr, right? Inna al-insana lafi khusr. You yourself, if you don't understand, even if you don't speak English, you don't understand English, Arabic, khusr, you know that it's a khasara. You know that you are in perdition, you are in loss. All kind of human beings are in loss. But he said, except الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ وَتَوَاصَوْا what? بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. So if you claim that you don't have sabr, it means you are in loss already. Some people have that, they think it is a pride. Wallahi, me, I don't have sabr. No, please. People have been stronger and so pragmatic than you, but they really calm themselves. So calm down. As-sabr. Brothers, the Prophet until Allah said, إِنَّمَا يُوَفَّى الصَّابِرُونَ أَجْرَهُمْ بِغَيْرِ حِسَابٍ. Those who always try to hold on sabr in everything for the sake of Allah, Allah will give them, Jannah without even any judgment, accountability. Yes. It's in the Quran. إِنَّمَا يُوَفَّى الصَّابِرُونَ أَجْرَهُمْ بِغَيْرِ حِسَابٍ. Allah is not accounting. It means if you remain sabr, there's no accountability of the reward of what? As-sabr. But what is hard? It is hard. Because sometimes you see a person will come and say something, oh, I'm sabr. Another one, sabr. Some people, Allah will test you with them until one day you will even lose your sabr. You will just, hey, leave me alone. They catch you, you refuse. Yeah, it happened to me last time here. The Masjid. Subhanallah. May Allah save us. So there is a certain moment you ask Allah to surround you with good people. Because if today this one did this to you and you are remain stubborn, the next day another one do it, you suffer today. And the third day you say, no, I'm not going to accept this. They will hurt you, you still breaking up. May Allah protect us from this. And may Allah not make us the source of testing other people's sabr. Don't be a fitna for other people. Some people, you just see them, you run away because you know that they bring you fitna. May Allah save us, brothers. So sabr, brothers, sabr is a part of our deen. It's not if you want. No, you have to have sabr. You have to have patience. You have to have patience. If you don't have patience, certain things, even haram, you see it, if you are not patient, you're going to commit them. Even in Islam, between you and Allah. We don't even talk about between you and other people. Even in Islam, if you don't have patience, certain haram, you will fail in it. Certain things Allah asks you to do, you're not going to do it. Imagine the time of Assalatu khairun minan nawm. The moment you about to even cover yourself properly, that's the moment they say Assalatu khairun minan nawm. Brother, if you are not, you cannot, hold yourself and be strong and realize that the desire comes that time. It's the moment they say Assalatu khairun, that's the moment the sleep is so sweet, so called sweet. But it is haram, shaitan that put that sweetness over there. Because Allah is already there in a meeting. Hey, Ibrahim, come in front of you. Allah already put Samir to YouTube. Yeah, come. Allah already tell you that He has a meeting. Can you come and ask Him? He will answer to you. But you sitting down. And I give the example here. I said, if Joe Biden, he gave you a rendezvous. You know the rendezvous, right? A meeting at 3 a.m. during winter. It is like it's really cold. At 3 a.m. Wallah, you will see the brother is even at in the fajr of 24 hours before he is struggling to get there. Wallahi, all of us. But Allah, the one who owns the treasure of this world, He said, the last third of the night, He descend down and waiting for you to come and ask Him, He will answer to you. Demand Him, He will provide you. Ask Him for forgiveness, He will forgive you. Whatever you ask Him, He will give it to you. But nobody. We don't wake up. We don't wake up. So may Allah make us understand, brothers. Sometimes the dunya is really deceiving us, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَمَا الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا إِلَّا مَتَاعُ الْغُرُورِ. The dunya is nothing except is a deceiving enjoyment that is so short. You think it is here. It's when you have that iPad, you will be happy. The moment you have it, oh, I see the brother, Sheikh Keita of watch. Oh, if I can have that, I will be happy. Oh, you have that already. If you see the car for Sheikh Fawzi, you say, oh, if I have that, you're gonna continue until death comes to you. This dunya is always like that. You just have to be happy with what you have. That's it. We cannot have the same thing all the time. And you're not going to have what you want all the time. No. It's always like that. The reason we have day and night. The reason why we have sometimes is hot, sometimes cold. But if you want everything just become so gold in front of you, you have to find another world to live. It's not the world that Allah created. And He told you that there's no tranquility, like eternal tranquility in this dunya. No. Then if you want everything to happen the way you want, you become Allah then. Right? If today Allah wants Allah wants it to be hot, and you say, no, I want it to be like fall. Okay. So then it will become fall. You don't think that you become like a God, the one who controls everything? No. So this dunya, we have to realize that the dunya make us think, those who have dunya, they make us look like this is the happiness. They are not happy. Look at all the millionaires, the non-Muslim millionaires, they still taking our money. Why don't they just stop like that so that everybody enjoy the money they have? No. But this is how dunya is. Brothers. And at the end, the Prophet ﷺ, I will complete the hadith, then inshallah next week we will. It's a very good hadith. We will have to really talk about it perfectly. He said, Subhanallah, he said, Wal Quran hujjatul lak. Brothers, this book we have on the shelf in our room, in our phones even. The Quran we have. It is an evidence for us. Okay? Hujjatul lak. The Quran is a clear. It is like an evidence that will come and talk, that will be on your favor. The Quran will be like that. Or hujjatan alayk. Or it will talk against you the day of Qiyamah. May Allah protect us from that. Ya Allah, make Quran being an evidence for us, not against us. Ya Allah, make it be an evidence for us, not against us. Because it's so hard, you will go there and then everything is just there against you. May Allah protect us. Until a person will see himself, that's it. We have we are not like other people. We are not like non-Muslim. We have a goal. It is like you are doing an exam, but Allah already give you answers. Imagine you are going to a test, and then they already give you the question and the answers that they will ask you. This is hard, Muslim. Wallah, Allah give us ni'mah. It is in our deen we have all the responses of the exam we have. Until even the result, Allah gives us the result before even we get there. How? Because we know that the one who did good, Allah already, make us the video of how it is going to happen, the door of what? The result. But we still play. We still want to, always imitate all these people. And may Allah save us for us. So Quran hujjatul lak aw alayk. The Quran will be what? Is for you or against you. It's a prayer for you or against you. And the Prophet ﷺ complete this hadith, said, Kullu nas yamun. Each and every one of us, okay, when we wake up in the morning, set forth in the morning, فَبَايِعُ نَفْسَهُ. فَبَايِعْ نَفْسَهُ. A person always entrusts himself. When you wake up, you always find yourself, and then you say that, Alhamdulillah, I'm going out. But now the problem is like, فَمُعْتِقُهَا أَوْ نُبُقُهَا. You have to save yourself, or you put yourself in what? In problems. When we say problem, is the sight of Allah. The restaurant are here, brother. If he is, I think please. Yeah, tell him. And everyone goes out in the morning, and sell himself. It's like you are selling. You become an item. You become like what? Merchandise. That's how we say it, right? Merchandise? You don't know. Mahmoud, we say merchandise or what we say? It's the word, right? Because in French they say marchandise. Okay, you are like a merchandise. You sell, selling yourself. It's either you free yourself, okay, or destroying yourself. May Allah protect us from that. Inshallah, we will explain it according to the explanation of Sheikh Salih Al-Fawzan, Hafizahullah, inshallah, next week. So here is a person, is either you free yourself or you put yourself in problem, in chain of what? Jahannam. May Allah protect us from that. So inshallah, this hadith is the hadith 23 of the book of Imam Nawawee. We go and then we read it also. I will ask you guys questions, inshallah, tomorrow about this hadith. Okay? All of you, I will ask you guys about this hadith. You find it. The 23rd hadith of what? Imam Nawawee. 40 hadith. The 23rd one, 40 hadith. I will ask you questions because you guys, when you listen, we have to realize that you guys are supposed to be the leaders of tomorrow. You have your friend at school, you're supposed to be a preacher, even since young. Because it is the good young who will become the good one. If you see a person is bad when they are old, it's because when they were young they were bad. Okay? This is how we listen. When we were young, anywhere we heard that there is a reminder, we always run and go and listen to. Because we know we will find something. And this is how we learn. The way we sitting down, we're talking, it's like we play it, but it's not. Even the angels, they hear, they listen to us. If the angels are listening to something that is for us, why don't we listen to it? So you have to be patient. If shaitan is that, from shaitan also, you have to always try to fight shaitan. Because shaitan make you look like, oh, you have to go talk, you have to go to play. So since we have played, what do we get? Nothing. It's either we hurt ourselves or we don't get anything. But there is time to play. We don't say that there's no time for you. You can play. But when you have a short time, 1 hour of reading the Quran or listen to a lecture, you have to be patient and sit down and even have a notebook and following from your phone. Even the hadith is there because you have everything now. Before we used to have books. When they say we talk, until we even go and ask the one who's talking, what do they say? And they will say, oh, look at this, little young people. This is how we do. But you guys have all day. If you want iPad, oh, Dad, I want to listen to the hadith. I need your iPad too. He will give you. But you only ask, all the phone from your dad just to play a game. That's the problem. The reason why they don't give it to you. Because he knows when he give it to you, you listen to Quran, to the lecture, you take note, you will have reward. He will have reward too. So may Allah make you and us understand. We are not here to harm you. want you to realize that it is the deen, and this is the only thing we can give to you. Whatever we will give you to you in this dunya is not going to benefit you. It will, like it is old, and you will need the new one. But the deen will never get old. That's the only thing you can inherit from us. So be patient sometimes. You guys understand, right? May Allah make us understand. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Afwan.